Hey, black people, we got to wake up. We got a problem in this country, that they bombarding us with propaganda. Last night, I was listening to the video. Matter of fact, this video from a young lady, it went viral. And what she was talking about was the fact that redhead people are black people.
Those are black people. All gingers are black people. If they have red hair, they are black. You see a white man with red hair, that's a black man. You see a white woman with red hair, that's a black woman. Gingers are black. All gingers.
Now, all this time, they're going to bring this up. What is the reason behind this type of a conversation? We got to wake up. We can't be drawn into this type of negativity. Her video did go viral. I don't have anything against that, but I want to talk about the subject, how they pollute our circle with different type of propaganda without facts. And the facts is that if they take time to analyze the DNA process, the lineage, the history of those people, they will find out that they're not black. They don't have that awareness. But see, the true situation is the fact that Trump is going to South Africa, bringing all these white Afrikaners here. He's going to Australia, try to get some of the whites from Australia and the European Union, because of the fact that on this planet, the white population is less than 10% of the world population, and it's a problem, especially that the white female is not producing the offspring. That is a real problem. But we don't need nobody in our community to bring in or invite people in that is a detriment to us. When the young redhead white female heard about this, it was excited. It was saying that finally we got somebody that accepts us. Finally that we got somebody to love us. Finally we could go to a barbecue. Dig this now, a barbecue, a gathering, and we could turn around and call the elderlies in our community aunties and uncles. That's real sick.
And it was the black kids at school that always came to my defense. It was always them teaching me who I was and to accept who I was and that it was okay. And not just in school, and as a woman. Black people and black women, namely, when they didn't have to, they always stood in front of me and with grace towards me because I was denying them and denying who I was. They just sent me love and understanding. And it was them who taught me to embrace who I was, and it was them who taught me to be proud. So I'm seeing this all go on TikTok with redheads and black people, and it makes me so happy because I've always known all the redheads are so shocked and they're like, oh my God, we woke up to this news. They're very emotional. They're very excited. And it's just so wonderful to see it go across the internet, something that I thought was so unique to me. And I'm just so grateful, man.
If people are questioning whether or not redheads were actually bullied for being redheads, we absolutely were. It may not have been your traditional bullying in most cases, but needless to say, after South Park came out, it was not a good time. So it was usually, kick a ginger day or gingers have no souls, and they fully meant it. They were being 100% serious. And I know my fellow reds can relate because I know that a lot of us felt so much shame growing up and we thought that we were ugly. So I actually dyed my hair for about 8 years. I dyed it black, blonde, all different colors of the rainbow because I hated my hair so much because people were so mean. And then you always hear, oh, you're either beautiful or you're ugly with red hair. Or it's you're either a 10 or a 2 and there's no in between. But then on the other hand, you also get sexualized. At 11 years old, I heard, does the carpet match the drape? I was 11. Or sometimes just people just have a redhead fetish. And I feel like that's something a lot of us share.
So I woke up, found out I'm black apparently. It is frustrating that most of my life has been a lie, but I do want to say thank you. I'm very happy. I'm glad finally everyone's recognizing that gingers have been black this entire time. I do identify myself as a black woman, and I'm super excited to carry on the work of the black community. And I do want to say, gingers, y'all know, do not say that unless you're one of us.
They weren't here for us during the civil rights movement. They weren't here for us during the Jim Crow movement. They weren't here for us during the Martin Luther King era. They weren't here for us during the Malcolm X era. Now this is strange for somebody to try to latch on to a group of people. I know what it is, though. They follow the money trail. They want to latch on to us because of reparation. Reparation is a very, very powerful thing that's going on in this nation today. And they want to be a part of that. Now, I want y'all to remember this. This government had programs for black people. It never benefited black people. They had grant programs, they had waiver programs, they had programs to benefit black people, but the black people never did benefit from those programs. You know, it wind up that other races, nationality people benefit from these programs, except for the black people. And the number one person, people that benefit the most from all those programs is the white woman. So we done been to hell and back. And it's y'all time now. Karma is real. So don't join on our bandwagon talking about, cause I got red hair, I'm black. Other than nationality, they find some kind of excuse to say that they are black. We don't need that headache, you know? And for black people, the number one thing is to sit down with our children, get our children mindset together, tell them about the history of ourselves, give them the spiritual awareness of themselves, you know, and stop inviting these negative-minded people into your circle. It's an incident that happened in South Carolina. This white dude came to this church, and the minister welcomed him in, had him sitting on the front row, and this young man took a gun out and killed several people. And he turned around and told this woman, the survivor, that I'm not gonna kill you because I want you to tell what happened, you know? So we got to stop, just have an open arm policy. If nobody didn't help us, we can't help them. I'm just sorry about that. But you're gonna have more and more of these type of videos coming out, talking about redheads, black, all kind of food stuff. But we got to stick with the main thing, the black awareness. We got to stick with number one. If we ain't got no justice, nothing ain't for real, you know? Freedom is not for real, you know? Integration is not for real, you know what I'm saying? We got to have justice. Justice means that no one will be mistreated and no one will be left behind. We got to stick to this program. We got to stick to the program and stop letting them program us, because we're already insane as hell. We don't know the truth about ourselves. We don't know the true history about ourselves. You know, we don't know how to deprogram ourselves. You know, we try to be. It's like we try to be like the dog trying to be the cat, and the cat trying to be the dog. It don't work. It don't work. So stop having these so-called friends around you and your family to contaminate you with negativity. You know, tell them to say, hey, you know, I don't have time for that. I got something to do with my children. I got to do something for my family. You know what I'm saying? Avoid this propaganda, because that one video let me know that they plan on having more and more of these type of videos out that have a negative effect on our community, and we don't need it. So when you have the time, please like and subscribe and tell me your true opinion of what you think about this conversation. Thank you very much.